I was working on getting back to where we were and I accidentally talked to the benefactor, which is...
Mr. Rainfield.
That vampire lady, right?
Talk. You're in good hands here.
Mr. Renfield, you say?
Soon enough.
Since this game won't let me, like, save the way I want,
Your words are kind,
here we are.
the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Isn't Renfield like a familiar or whatever?
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Hello, Redhead.
It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
Yeah, I just redid my whole adventure again, too.
The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into
Get
thin
it?
air.
She's a vamp.
I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time.
I'm
My
a
name
rich
is Lady
bitch.
Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Okay, so one thing I'll tell you is I couldn't find the morgue guy. Thoreau didn't give me the go to the pharmacy thing. It's possible I had a couple of, like, mini conversations we didn't have last time. I don't exactly know how. And it's possible we might have to see things we already have. I did my best. Also, combat is super neutered. Like, it's almost ridiculous now. Somewhere between what this is and what they had us doing would have been perfect. But I haven't had any crashes, so I guess we're just gonna keep going. Swansea fancies vamps.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man.
He's a little
dedicated,
weird.
one might say obstinate. He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're
Bestiary?
more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first.
Okay.
Swansea,
I was trying to get back to where I was,
my
though,
cover,
madame.
if you prefer, has been compromised.
Patients have
Have
given
any
you
of the
trouble?
patients given you trouble?
These poor souls
I did also
have
learn
so
how to
little
skip
left
when
to
they
live
talk.
for. I do my best to ease their pain.
So put on some nurse's whites, sweetheart. Get in there. I don't believe you.
I gather you have found an arrangement satisfying both ethical and...
Because
concerns.
she's chomping on him.
I was brought up not to snigger at my own jokes, Dr. Reid.
Oh, okay.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Oh. Yeah, sure.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion.
They're gonna tell
I've
everybody
made
I'm a
first payment,
monster.
but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Yeah, why don't you
If
eat
we're
him?
dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it
Is he any of the
yourself,
criminals
if
I've
I
met?
may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze,
What?
the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Oh. She told me what she
Please
wants.
continue. Every detail is essential.
I need a lot of details, honey. I get shit super
My
wrong.
embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous
That
scoundrel
cello
is
is
clear.
going nuts.
A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths.
Oh, because you were
due to
chomping on
massive
him.
blood loss.
Were you chomping on
Is
him?
it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Yeah. It's only logical.
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself.
Dane, you didn't say
You could
anything.
talk to our local
Yeah, 'cause I
gossip,
accidentally just looked at
Harriet
my
Jones.
phone and
Not a pin drops here without her hearing
somebody
about it.
died.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others
I shall
know, is
return.
in your hands, Dr. Reid. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Oh, death strikes again. Let's I can't do anything right now. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Otherwise, I will just think too much. All right, talk to Harriet in the hospital. Which one's Harriet? Lady Ashbury. Oh, she's like impossible to eat. Okay. Lady Ashbury. Somewhere in here. This guy, I think I had conversations with this guy that we didn't have.
Dr. Reid, any
Dr.
good
Tippets,
news
yes.
to share?
Yeah. No? Rumors of shady
Have you
business.
heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
Where's like, cause I totally like yelled at, yeah, I was like, you're exhausted,
You're
bro.
exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No, we must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
Yeah. He
She should
respects
not
her.
have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
There you go, have a sleep. Okay, we got him.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippets.
Let's, hang on. Where are my... Okay, I gave that guy his medicine. He got his medicine. Still haven't been to Whitechapel. I met a guy that we hadn't met yet. This guy. I ran into him somehow. We gotta go back and fix him. I still don't have access to the sewers. Oh, Milton had a thing about his wallet being missing. And it was on a dead guy, so I gave it back to him. And then Clay, I haven't found Clay's knife like we did last time. Gwyneth, Dr. Corcoran. The harder they fall. Interrogate Gwyneth Brannigan about medical error. Okay. These two have been fighting. These two are just fighting. Reach the pharmacy, so they do want me to go there. Oh, it's just not on my list. And that person in there that I can't get into? Let's see, then maybe we'll head back over to Pharmacy Land. Are you Brannigan? Are you Brannigan? No, that's Thomas Elwood. Is this open now, maybe?
Simpletons, these
Sick.
nurses. Great,
Simpletons,
with no
these
respect.
nurses? Oh, you're kind of a bitch. Alright, let's talk about it.
What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
I'm a
There's no need for
doctor.
alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reid, the new surgeon.
I'll be chopping on you today.
Preposterous. Dr. Reid, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Busy. Yeah, calm down.
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly
If I was going to
qualified.
chomp on the
I'm
citizens, I
just
would
back
definitely
from
chomp
war
on this
duty.
one.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman.
I didn't do
You know
that.
how long I've been a patient here? You've picked
That's
the
nothing to
wrong
brag
fight.
about.
I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones?
Okay.
Indeed.
Oh, is
I've been
this the
meaning
one
to have a
that's...
chat with you.
This is the one that's
You know what
blackmailing
goes
what's
on
her
here
face.
better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many violent
I know
demons.
everything.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Yeah, no, I
Blackmail?
started it.
Wait. You're investigating something.
I am.
This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor
Finally, a
sod's
game
face.
says it for me.
If I didn't know better,
You're
Miss
one of
Jones,
these
I'd be inclined to say you
busybodies.
enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
I feel like you can get one.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes.
Man, this woman is
just
hardcore.
waiting for me to pop off, they are.
Why, what do you have that anybody wants?
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't
Wow.
keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you
vile.
have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This
Exactly
is
are
your
you
business,
imagining they're
Doctor,
up to?
not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss
I'm
Jones.
sure.
You've given me something to
Oh
go
yeah,
on.
I think I found out
See you on the
that...
next round.
Not Brannigan. Pippa, that one. She was getting it on with the ambulance driver. Royal Garden Hall Theater. Clyde Fitch presents Doris Fletcher. Sappho. No idea. No idea. I'm gonna steal all your stuff. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna steal all your stuff. You can't decide what to let me click on. You got your own room. What do you want? I bet you only got your own room because nobody can stand to be around you.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation
Oh,
with
you're gonna make
them.
me talk to everybody. Where's Pippa at? Yeah, there she is. She been hanging out. She and Milton the driver were up to some shenanigans. I tell
Good
you
evening,
what.
Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
What's going on, honey? Tell me about... You're Milton's
Milton
accomplice.
cheats patients out of their money at this hospital.
Yeah,
Pippa.
you've been charging him.
Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your
Yes, I
definition
am.
of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
I made the mistake of thinking this one was kind of nice, but like... She's gotten way too practical.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
Oh, I might as well get rich. You put a price on
You
hope?
put a price on hope.
I guess they were
This
like
goes
charging
against
people
everything
for beds
you swore to
at a
uphold
free
as a
hospital.
nurse.
Report me then, Dr. Reid. Report the little nurse and keep on lying about the surgical errors, the wrong dosages and diagnostics that we all covered for the sake of our colleagues.
Excuse me?
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Do you need
Are
medical
you feeling
help
sick,
yourself,
nurse? Can I trouble
I'm
you with
fine,
some sketchy
really.
medicine?
I just need to sleep.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses
Oh, I don't really
during
care
your
if one of them is
Let me
getting
guess.
busy.
You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's
Ain't
full
my
of
business.
fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough.
Wow!
Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
It must be rough when you're a nurse and you hate your
No
patient.
matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Okay. Well, I already asked about this.
What can you...
Let me get.
Oh.
Goodbye, Nurse
wonky.
Hawkins.
Okay, find North Dorothy Crane. I still can't go over and see our friend, the Undertaker. Whoop, is this for me? Oh, that's that book I keep trying to pick up. And they're just like, no, you can't have it, no book for you. There he is! Finally, you're out of there, dude!
Good evening.
Alright, get ready to have conversations
I'm Dr.
we've
Reid.
already
Always
had.
a pleasure to meet a colleague,
What's
sir.
up, bro? You stayed in
Especially
that
when he
little
was supposedly
backyard
dead.
for
A
ages.
colleague.
You wouldn't come out.
Are you a doctor too?
No,
We
what
know
do you
this,
mean?
we know
No.
this, we know this. But I might know. Yeah, rumors of blackmail.
Have you heard of someone blackmailing people in the hospital?
Pardon me, sir, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just hang out with the dead people. Not afraid of the dead. We did that. Well, we got better
Are
do
you
them
a
first.
Why should...
I'm just gonna fly through them real
I'm
fast so that they're
interested.
done. How'd you get the
How
job?
did you
Yeah,
get
'cause we need
after I
those
left?
hints, right? He was in the army. We met
Have we
before.
met before?
I don't think...
When we first...
We did this one. Do you work here alone?
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few
I don't know
bodies.
if we did this one.
The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Oh yeah.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic.
Yeah, there's some
Cadavers had
freaks
to be
hanging
moved
out
to
there,
the
I tell
nearest
you
mass
what.
grave.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names.
Aw,
We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing.
that's nice.
Sadly,
Do you let the
rarely
vampire
happens.
snack on them? Okay, you were appointed as
Tell
a
me
medic.
the
Here we go.
truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I
Oh,
had to
he
learn
was
the
not
job
a
on the spot,
doctor.
sir. Very hard, sir. But I rose to the challenge.
I don't know what to say. Should have refused?
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable
No other
story,
doctors
Mr.
or nurses
Gilan.
around
It was
him
a
caught
time
on?
beyond belief, Dr. Reid. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
That's fair.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at
People
your
have been
hands.
doing it
You're
for a
absolutely
long time,
right,
though.
sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
That's true.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives.
You
Dr.
all
Reid.
suck. Fuck your
Does
college
that not say
education,
enough
sir.
about triage and war surgery?
Oof. I think he owned me right there. He owned me pretty good. Let's trade
Please
since
show
I
me
haven't been
what you
able
have
to.
sell.
Of course.
I might
It's
be
just
broke,
trinkets
though.
and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Oh, he's got all the medicina. That's what he's got. Opium. I think I have a lot of that though. So I think we're okay. Yeah, like look how much crap it drops for medicine on story mode. Like it's just like, oh, bumble your way through
It's
the
locked,
easiest
all right.
combat. But you know what you won't have? Crashes. Do you not like crashes? Play the game on story mode.